He recruited black teachers. I never had a black teacher in Muskegon, like ever. Not even as a substitute. So he literally went to different parts of the South and recruited black teachers in this area. So I think it made kids feel good about themselves. And even having a black superintendent made them feel good. So he put through that positiveness for them. He was a role model.
City Council in Muskegon Heights, although we had a large black population, they never had any kind of representation on the city council. Nobody and everything was running win.
There's a lot of folk involved, but there's a lot of training that needs to go on in order to help people to understand what's going on with the Chamber of Commerce and what's going on with government, and what's going on with state government, the local government, and the national government. There's an operation out there that you need to tap into if you want this community to be progressive enough to give their citizens an opportunity to share in things that other people are sharing.
The importance of community was illustrated through civics training by the NAACP, and together with black churches, they were able to organize campaigns to begin to affect change through representation. One example of this was Reverend Moses Jones, who founded the first African-American Boy Scout troop in Muskegon.
We went around the community to all the churches and so forth, ran a campaign, and we were successful. And not only one, I led the vote, so it was the first black councilman in Muskegon.
He was the only person of color on the Heights City Council, and he really didn't have a lot of help. Well, shortly after that, Herman Ivory was the next person to go up there with him, and then they started to do some things. They were the first two to really give us an insight of what you can do if you have a voice at the table. I mean, you have got to attend every kind of meeting that go on in government in order to have a good grasp of what's going on. And when they started to do that, then the citizens of Muskegon Heights began to see some of the results.
One time I was president of the NAACP, and it was all about bringing about change, and we worked very, very closely with the young people. They were meeting other kids, getting educated, helping them get into college, teaching them how to learn and, get jobs.
My happiest time with the NAACP was with the youth group. And I remember in high school, we had sit-ins at a drugstore that was on the corner of Hackley and White Street. And one of my classmates' dad owned that store, and they had those, the old kind of high seats that you set up on, and that was to put in asking for a soda and milkshakes. Well, rather than serve African Americans, he took the stools out. It wasn't just African Americans that were sitting in. These were some good white folks also. And we tried things like having them to go in first, no problem. They sat down and ate. If we went in together, we were ignored for long periods of time.
The youth branch of the NAACP that served as the waiters at the dinners for the NAACP, and we used to enjoy it.
We were expected to grow up to be productive citizens. So in pursuing our education, the adult portion of the NAACP constantly told us that we're banging on doors, we're trying to make way for you to grow up to fulfill those jobs that are out there, and to make sure that our country and our community practice what it preaches in terms of equal opportunity and access. I did pursue that in engineering, even though I was advised that there were no Negroes in engineering. Throughout my almost 30 years of engineering, I was oftentimes the first and one and only black engineer in about half a dozen corporations and businesses in Western Michigan.
Going down on Pine Street, we passed Bill Gill's family's pool hall and another little building, and there was a sign that said NAACP. And so Mother said, when you get older, you're gonna do that. But I was in the youth group until I graduated from high school in 1958.
So when you working with the youth group, do you
remember, the focus.
Definitely on preparing for the workplace, on taking tests. Had my church in the NAACP taught me about that, I might not have passed the test for nursing school.
We're all young men about the same age, you know, I'm about late 20s and so forth and so forth. And there was another young man's friends, some of them I had gone to school with.
The NAACP has earned its time in Muskegon County.
This is very much needed. This is where we were in our 20s when we were, out there really pushing to make a difference.
So you ask yourself, what are you doing to make things better?
I love the young people because they have the energy and the foresight for the future.
I didn't have no money, but I went anyway. Whatever I had, I gave it.
I will hope that we will grow out of the need for the NAACP. I would hope that we wouldn't have to forever fight for jobs, justice.
I would have to declare that we're still in the struggle. That there are many things that are happening today that remind us that we still have a long ways to go.
Those who feel that things are not right need to join the fight. That's my